You ever wonder where all that information goes that you put in to the little boxes and the websites? You ever wonder how it gets there and if it's possible for anybody else to see it? So how does it all get there? Well, information as it's sent across the internet is broken down into little pieces that we call packets. These packets, for the sense of this lesson, you can imagine them as kind of like school buses. They load the data onto them as much as can fit, and it's moved across the internet in little pieces. If a piece is lost along the way, well, then another piece is sent, another bus is sent along to send the information to the other computers to complete the transmission. Now, your computer across the internet communicates with many other computers, and these buses or packets are sent from your computer to other computers, and vice versa. The other computers are sending you these little buses or packets back and forth. Another computer could, it is possible for that computer to kind of set up a detour and to essentially capture some of your packets, to with the intention of reading them and seeing what you're sending, what information you're sending back and forth, or possibly to do something malicious with it and to resend it on and leave you to be blamed for the problem. So how do they see your data? Well, they use programs called packet sniffers. What they do is they'll find your stream coming out of an interface or whatever they can to do to get to that stream, and then analyze it with a packet sniffer, packet decoder. These are also programs that security people use, and people use in the IT field to analyze network streams, also to see what traffic's traveling and to make sure that the networks are working properly. These can also be used to view a HTTP stream. Now, HTTP is the protocol that is used by the internet to view web pages and do things on web pages, and it is sent back and forth in what's called clear text, meaning that as you open each of these packets or little buses, you can see what's inside of them verbatim. You can read it just like it is. It's not coded or nothing. Now, banks don't use the HTTP protocol. They use a protocol called HTTPS. It's a secured version of the web version that encrypts the data as it goes so that it can't be viewed or altered or messed with as it travels. Now, another attack that that occurs with your internet traffic moving back and forth, especially when it's in clear text like HTTP, is called the man-in-the-middle attack. Now, what the man-in-the-middle attack is, you set up a connection between you and another computer. You're sending data back and forth. You got buses moving back and forth. A hacker with a third computer will divert traffic from your computer to them, in which they will add stuff to it, maybe malicious code, or they'll alter it in some which way, and then send it on to its original destination so that they continue and do whatever it is that they want them to do. This makes it very hard to trace it back to them, because on each of those buses or packets, the source information is from your computer, not from their computer, so it's impossible for it to be detected, where exactly, this came from. So this is how data is secured going across the internet. We'll use our bus analogy again, and we got a bus loaded down with children. Let's consider these children our information. This is our children that we want to protect and keep this safe as it goes across the internet. But we don't want them to see what this information is. So we have, let me see, what could we do to keep people from seeing what information we're moving across here? One way to protect our data would be to, I guess, spray paint the windows of the bus. Now, if we cover up all the windows, there, now nobody can see our data inside there, so our data is protected. And we block out the window here. We don't want them to be seeing through that way either. But oh, hold on, you know what? Now the driver can't see where to go. And there is information in these packets that kind of are the drivers, the information. Now the bus driver is sort of like the in a packet is what we would call the header. There's a header on every packet that gives information of the destination and the source of the information, and this is what's used to direct it through the internet. And it's kind of like the bus driver there, so it kind of is, you know, gives you the directions and drives the bus or the packet to where it's going. Now a better way to protect our data would be to disguise it. So if we were to put masks on all the little children, our information, disguise it in a way that is unidentifiable to anybody else but us, then that data would be unusable, yet the packet can still get where it's going, and you know, routers and such can see the driver and get information to know where it needs to go. Now, knowing when you're secure online is very simple, very easy, and you can do it at a glance anytime. You got to just simply look for one little thing on each page before you put your information in. Check up at the top where the URL is put in, where the address is put in. And for Internet Explorer, you would want to see something like this. It's where it says HTTPS and then google.com. And that first part is the protocol that you're connecting with, and the S means it is secured. For Firefox, it would look something like this. Same thing, you're looking for HTTPS in there. Make sure that's in there before you type in your username and password into anything. And with Google Chrome, last but not least, they make it a little more obvious to see it. They put a little lock there in the HTTPS. I believe Internet Explorer used to do that, but I'm not seeing that on the new version, and I'm not seeing that on Firefox either. But just look for that HTTPS. If you see that, then everything you're sending is encrypted, and there's no way that anyone can see it or do anything to hurt you with it. So as we increase the ways that we use the internet, it is important to know that our personal information is safe. Knowing when it is safe to share your information is critical to continuing to surf smart.